Hello silver friends, this is Joli from QuickSilverHair, and today we're going to talk about hydrogen peroxide. I've had several of you reach out to me asking if I think that hydrogen peroxide is safe to use on silver hair for brightening and whitening your hair, and I have some words of caution for you. If you've been using hydrogen peroxide forever and you swear by it and it's never been an issue, that's fine, but I do find that there are people coming to me who have been using it and they've popped up with some issues that they can't quite get rid of, so I wanted to address that in this video. First off, let's start with oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is basically when any cell or cell structure is exposed to oxygen, and the oxygen breaks down the cell or the cell structure. In hair terms, when your hair grows out of your scalp, it's immediately experiencing oxidative stress because it is no longer protected. What we do in the hair care industry is try to protect your hair from oxidative stress, UV damage, heat damage, and so forth. So the longer your hair gets, the more oxidative stress it experiences because obviously that hair has been around for a while. In my case, the ends of my hair have probably been, it's been 6-7 years since they grew out of the top of my head. So they have had an extreme amount of oxidative stress. What protects your hair from oxidative stress? Conditioners and certain protective ingredients like oils. Obviously, we don't want to create more oxidative stress. And what creates oxidative stress? Hydrogen peroxide. Interestingly enough, gray hair is actually caused by hydrogen peroxide. In our hair follicle is an enzyme that fights hydrogen peroxide. But as we age, we lose the production of that enzyme. And as we lose the production of that enzyme, hydrogen peroxide proliferates and attacks the pigment in the hair follicle, creating a white hair. I think the other source of this idea comes from the salon. In the salon, they use developer to help bleach the hair in the bleaching process. Developer contains peroxide. As a matter of fact, the higher the volume in developer, the more peroxide it has in it. Developer works by lifting the cuticle, lifting a little bit of pigment out of the hair, and helping to deposit the pigment that you are trying to achieve with your color processing. You are actually purposefully creating oxidative stress to deposit that color on the hair. So in this video, I am talking about developer and home use 3% hydrogen peroxide, because these home remedies are using either or of these products. So in the rest of this video, I will be saying peroxide, but know that I do mean also developer. The big issue I see with using peroxide to whiten and brighten your hair is the pH value of peroxide. So in hair care, we're very careful to be using the right pH of products for the hair. The pH of the hair is 4 to 5. Peroxide is 11, so is developer, so is bleach. Shampoos are generally between 4 and 8, 8 being a clarifying shampoo. If you're using something that has an 11 pH on it, you are literally opening that cuticle and breaking it down and creating little chips in it and wearing it down and creating oxidative stress. Peroxide creates oxidative stress. In chemical hair treatments, 12 includes relaxers. So we're talking severe damage when you get up to 11 and 12 on the pH scale. Drain cleaner actually melts hair, and that's at a 14. You're only 4 levels of acidity away from drain cleaner when you're using peroxide, bleach, and so forth. So this is just an area in the hair care industry where it is wise to use caution. It is something you want to do carefully, and you want to make sure that you're not creating a problem that you can't resolve. So once you've bleached the hair, you can't unbleach it. You can't fix that. It will always be bleached. And peroxide over time will bleach the hair. Another issue inside the salon with bleach is that when you're trying to bleach a darker hair color down to white, you can't. You can't bleach the hair to white. The bleach itself actually creates a yellow color at its best. It's going to always have this yellow tint to it. That is why we use toners to counteract that yellow even on the lightest bleached processed hair. So the issue I see is that you will mix up your peroxide home remedy, you'll use it on your hair the first time, and it whitens and brightens your hair, and you think, oh, that's fantastic, I'll use it again. The problem is that if you do this once a week, think about this with me, in 8 weeks, you've exposed your hair to bleaching process 8 times. We would never do that with actual bleach at the salon. So why would you want to do that at home? You are potentially exposing your hair to an excess amount of oxidative stress. What this causes is the cuticle to be raised repeatedly and constantly. It weakens the hair. It also dries out the hair. Your hair can suddenly start to feel very dry and rough. That dry, rough feeling is the cuticle being chipped away and eroded. That's not something we want to do to gray hair, because eventually that gray hair will start to turn yellow. So you start out with yellow hair using the peroxide, and you end up with yellow hair over time because the peroxide has damaged the hair. My suggestion is to use clarifying shampoo. Clarifying shampoos are often formulated to be around a 7 or an 8 on the pH scale, just enough to lightly lift the cuticle and pull out whatever is discoloring or weighing your hair down, like minerals, smoke, pollution, etc. My favorite clarifying shampoo right now, after several issues with clarifying shampoo, is the Ordinary's shampoo. This is an excellent clarifying shampoo. I do highly suggest that you follow it with a deep conditioner. My current favorite deep conditioner is Indulge from Miche. It's a really great deep conditioner that you can use even if you haven't clarified. It's a good deep conditioner to use once a week. I really think that you want to be careful with altering the pH of your hair in any extreme, because once you've done that damage, you can't undo it. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope I've answered the question as to whether or not I think peroxide is safe for silver hair. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so I can see you next time, and until then, shine on.